Welcome to Pastor Andrew's Inspirations. If you enjoy these videos, please click on the red subscribe button below and the bell for more. Welcome to our online church, a congregation made up of many from around the world. No offering is necessary. Subscribing and watching videos will keep us alive under God's watchful eyes. Today we will be talking about biblical names, starting with H, part 7. This part consists of 3 sections, and this is section B. Hanani. The word Hanani means God has gratified me, or God is gracious. Hanani is the name of 4 men mentioned in the Hebrew Bible. One of the sons of Heman in 1 Chronicles chapter 25. A seer or prophet who was sent to rebuke King Asa of Judah for entering into a league with Ben-Hadad I, king of Syria, against the northern kingdom of Israel. Hanani was restrained in stocks by Asa in 2 Chronicles chapter 16. This Hanani was also probably the father of the prophet Jehu, who rebuked Baasha, king of the northern kingdom in 1 Kings chapter 16, and Jehoshaphat, king of the southern kingdom in 2 Chronicles chapter 19. The Pulpit Commentary purposes both belong to the kingdom of Judah. Hanani's disapproval of Asa's treaty with Syria does not appear in the parallel narrative in 1 Kings chapter 15. Hanani would appear to have had a group of supporters who shared his disapproval or dislike of his arrest, whose protests were also crumpled by Asa. A member of the priestly family of Heman, listed in Ezra chapter 10 as having married a foreign wife. Probably a brother of Nehemiah in Nehemiah chapters 1 and 7, who reported to him the melancholy condition of Jerusalem. Nehemiah afterwards assigned him to have charge of the city gates. Hanani, also known as Shadrach, is a figure from the biblical book of Daniel, primarily chapter 3. In the narrative, 3 Hebrew men are thrown into a fiery furnace by Nebuchadnezzar II. The king of Babylon did this because he and his associates refused to bow down to the king's image. The 3 are preserved from harm, and the king sees 4 men walking in the flame, the 4th like a son of God. They are first mentioned in Daniel chapter 1, where alongside Daniel they are brought to Babylon to study Chaldean language and literature with a view to them serving at the king's court. And their Hebrew names are replaced with Chaldean or Babylonian names. The first 6 chapters of Daniel are stories dating from the late Persian early Hellenistic period, and Daniel's absence from the story of the Hebrew children in the fiery furnace suggests that it may originally have been independent. It forms a pair with the story of Daniel in the lion's den, both making the point that the God of the Jewish will deliver those who are faithful to him. King Nebuchadnezzar set up a golden image in the plain of Dura, a word meaning simply plain, and commanded that all the officials bow down before it. All who failed to do so would be thrown into a blazing furnace. Certain officials informed the king that the 3 Jewish youths, Hanani, Mishael, and Azariah, who bore the Babylonian names Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego, and whom the king had appointed to high office in Babylon, refused to worship the golden statue. The three were brought before Nebuchadnezzar, where they informed the king that God would be with them. Nebuchadnezzar commanded that they be thrown into the fiery furnace, heated 7 times hotter than normal. But when the king looked, he saw 4 figures walking unharmed in the flames, the fourth like a son of God. Seeing this, Nebuchadnezzar brought the youths out of the flames, and the fire had not had any effect on their bodies. The hair of their heads was not singed, their cloaks were not harmed, and no smell of fire was on them. The king then promoted them to high office, decreeing that anyone who spoke against God should be torn limb from limb. This was the Bible names, starting with H, Part 7, Section B. Please stay tuned for Section C, continuing with Hananiah's story. If you like these videos, please click on the red subscribe button below and the bell for more. Adonai Nisi, the Lord is our banner. God's blessings be upon us all.